Okay everybody, we are back with some more stainless steel version 6.4 and we're going to do an early campaign as the Kingdom of Scotland. Now we've obviously finished up our Kiev and Rus campaign. There they are, Grand Duchy of Kiev. We were successful in that one. The mod did bug out about halfway through, it kept crashing. But eventually it started working again, so we were able to finish that campaign, which means we obviously have to start a brand new one. Now, I was speculating that I would either do Scotland or one of the factions in Iberia. Now, I haven't gone for an Iberian one, quite simply because we're doing a Napoleon Total War Spanish campaign, and we're also doing a Darth Maul Empire Total War Spanish Empire campaign. The Napoleon one is, pretty much centered on Iberia. The Darth Maul Empire one is pretty much centered on 3 continents, isn't it? So we won't be doing a Iberian faction just yet. We're going to be doing the Scots. Now, how much is there to read through? A fair bit. Go ahead and read that at your leisure, because that's what YouTube is here for, your leisure, your enjoyment, your pleasure. And the same for this channel. If you're not enjoying it, you're free to not watch it. However, I do hope that you are enjoying watching the channel and feel like giving a like or commenting, because those are free. And you know what else is free? Subscribing to the channel. I'm not going to charge you a single penny if you wish to do that. I will thank you for doing it, but I won't charge you anything for it. Now that you've read through that, we're going to go for a short campaign. This is what a long campaign will look like. You can of course choose your own victory conditions. Right, so we'll need 50 regions, and taking out those 2 factions, if we do a short one, we still need that Judea, Jerusalem. I think I'll skip that. I think pretty much every Catholic faction has to go for Judea at some point, don't they? Is that included in the wrong one? No, it's not, isn't? Yeah. So if we went for a long one, we wouldn't need it. What I think we'll do is 25 regions and take out Norway, although Norway often don't last very long in any case, because I think they only start with 1, possibly 2 regions. Now the biggest challenge will be taking out England, our evil cousins to the south. Yes, those blasted imperialists who want to conquer and enslave everyone around the world, starting with the Scots. We shall turn the tables on them and go and conquer them and have a Scottish Empire. Right, we're going for hard. We could play it on very hard. It gets a little boring. It's not as much fun, especially uploading to YouTube. So let's get into it and see what happens. Hopefully the mod won't crash halfway through. Right. That's the people who worked on stainless steel. Stainless steel has been around for a very long time and is a very well-known mod. Right, I see a princess. Okay, I'm going to have trouble pronouncing their names. I'm going to call her Mary. I might call her Mary Mac. But trying to pronounce her last name. Okay, now looking at that, I was tempted to call him Fathead Mac, or Mac the Fathead. But no, I really don't know the best way of pronouncing that. Alright, I'll call him Angus Mac. Alright, what's the situation? We got 10,000 in our treasury. Are we going to lose any money? No, we're going to make a good amount, at least so far. Did we start a war with anybody? No, we don't. Rebels only. The Pope, pretty much happy with most people. Right. Could we get him interested? That's up in what? Oh, I always get this one wrong. Latvia? Or Estonia? I don't think it's Lithuania, but it's one of the three Baltic states. Right. I don't think we'll get him going for any of those. Yeah. Vilnius is Lithuania, isn't it? Right. So we're not going to get him interested in that. We've apparently got 3 regions. Is that correct? It is. We've got 460 turns to get the victory. Is there anywhere, any settlements up there? That's the Shetland Islands, isn't it? I know it's not geographically correct, but I think those are the Shetlands and those would be the Orkneys. No, we don't have too many buildings there. In fact, we might as well convert it. Although it costs 4,000 already. Oof, that would be expensive. Because we would have York there, wouldn't we? Right, if we zoom in on the map, did we immediately try to take out the English? They're probably going to be far more powerful than we are. Should we try to take out the rebel settlements in Scotland? Because I'm sure there's got to be some. Do we have any ships? Any ships? We don't have any ships. If we got all of our troops together, we'd have 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 units. Highland archers, Highlanders, and border horse. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be outproduced by the Brits.
No, we cannot agree to this.
Train rights map info. Well, I'm fairly confident that if we got an alliance, they'd backstab us at some point. But you never know, maybe we could go directly for Norway.
Possibly a mistake.
Just accepted. We are going to need a ship to get our diplomat over there. Right. So they don't have too many units there, but they've got 4, including light to medium cav. And they've got a better castle than we have, although not by much. And that's 8 units right there. There should be a rebel settlement there. Plus they've got at least 3 more settlements.
Of course, sire.
Right.
For the Highlands.
For the Highlands. No potential suitors. No potential suitors. You don't have anyone to marry. 18. Well, if we get a ship here, we can send her out. Although if we could get a ship there, which we can't, we could send her out, couldn't we? Merchant, that's it. 90% Catholic, 85, 90.
In God's name. Time for
Aye, my king.
Hey, my king.
Yes.
Right.
This lass needs her rest.
It's nice. Oh, we do have a spy though.
they shall not see me.
Right, there's definitely a rebel settlement over there.
Further this day.
That's my faction leader. Now we do have to go through British territory, or English I should say.
Come here until morning.
Right, I do think it'll be more profitable to convert them, even though it's going to cost us quite a bit of money.
Aye.
Hey, my king.
March. We march
No,
no
you
further
march. You
Move
march.
out. We've marched our limit.
Alright. Let's get a port in. Although I do prefer building those first, because we get a reduction, and we get a reduction on wood and stone buildings. Alright. We can get a priest or we can get a unit. Well, we can definitely get a priest there. Alright. Island rabble, 200 men. That's literally got to be the worst stats ever. Not just in this mod. Probably the worst stats I've ever seen in any Total War mod. I can't remember seeing anyone worse. Although, funnily enough, in Napoleon Total War, you can actually have negative morale if you go around sacking too many settlements. That's what's happened in my Spanish campaign. I've got units with -2 morale. Alright, attack 1. He's basically only any good for a garrison unit, or cannon fodder. I mean, what would the medieval term be for cannon fodder? Obviously, we're talking about before they had cannons, and cannon fodder is only a very recent term, isn't it? What, in the last 150 years? Right, there's an English cardinal.
At your service.
I'm fairly certain there's only one rebel settlement. I would like to know how many units they've got in total. See, they've got at least 5 settlements, plus this one. Alright, so we're still going to turn a profit. Have I forgotten to move anyone? 5 agents. No, we've moved all of those.
A blessing to you, sire. Your honor. Yes, my king.
Alright, let's get into it. See if we can get our king into Scotland, Wales, and try to take that before the English do.
Aye, my liege.
Aye, my liege.
Aye, sire. At your service. On my way.
There it is,
You
Carnarvon.
shall not see me, sire.
Ooh, Welsh longbowmen. They can put down stakes. Right, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's more troops than he's got. Although he could grab up 1 unit.
Yes, my
I
king.
don't think there's anything else down there.
On my way.
English merchant, Scottish diplomat.
Yes, sire.
Yeah, see, they've
Speak to our
far more troops than I already have. 3,
well met.
4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's almost as many as I've got in total.
Daughter of Scotland.
Daughter of Scotland.
Happy,
Hey.
sire. A wee break then.
Well.
Your
You go over here because I saw
Very good, sire.
somebody moving up towards them.
My king. Aye.
Just because we have that alliance with the English doesn't mean they're going to stick with it.
Move out.
No.
March.
It's going to take 3 more turns. Alright. Let me see our family tree. There she is. Alright, so there's my king. He needs a wife, so I guess the English didn't have anyone we could marry. So if we can get those, or if we can get our diplomat over to Europe, we might be able to get some marriage alliances. But we need a ship. Well, you know what? He can actually
My liege.
recruit one, couldn't he? But that'll cost 1,000. How much would our ships cost? We can find out. Because we can click on that. 540. Right. We can't get another diplomat in any case. That's maxed out everybody. Oh, I didn't even put any construction in there. Silly me. That was a wasted turn.
A blessing to you, sire. In God's name.
Aye, my king.
Right, you go and visit my home, which would be very close to there. It's kind of squished now.
Aye, my lord.
Right, go and get them under
The honor of
siege
Scotland. We march to battle.
and
Hold them to siege, sire.
recruit him
Aye, sire.
because they do outnumber
We hold
you.
them at siege. My king, move out.
See if we can get some of those down there,
Aye, lord.
especially the archers.
Aye, lord.
That'll
Aye.
definitely help out.
That'll do him today, sire.
I can over 5, so he should get there in time. Ah, he's got the mercenary captain. So that's good. That gives him 10% discount. Good, good, good. Right, who are we missing? You also have to move.
Moving quietly.
Yeah.
Sire,
Mhm.
no further this day.
Right, money's still going up. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to take out the English with just basically 2 settlements that could produce units. They would have outproduced me, and fighting on hard. So we will try to build up, get a couple extra regions, so we can perhaps match them on recruitment. Now we should be able to get a ship. Yep.
My king.
Well, they didn't sally out, so that's
March
good.
them. Yes, my king.
You spy on him?
They won't ken I'm there, sire.
You did, but you didn't rank up.
They shall not see me.
Right.
I am but an ally.
Another
Not a
4
subject.
units down there.
Well met, noble lord.
For the Highlands.
Yeah, go and sit on my home.
Aye.
And then we'll send that ship down. That will convert over in the next turn. Let's get some more growth going. 3,500.
Aye.
Aye. No corruption, so that's good. Because you all know how much I hate corruption. Every coin that goes to corrupt government officials is one less that I have to spend on my empire and my troops.
Aye.
Aye.
At your service.
Right. Do they bring troops over, or are they taking them away?
Of England.
No, we've got a diplomat there. Right. Can you spy on him?
Quiet as a mouse.
Yep, but you again. Oh, he did rank up that time.
Continuing tomorrow, sire.
That's good. Right. Get a ship coming on down.
Aye, Captain. Dropping
There's a lot of English troops out there.
Daughter of
I
Scotland.
sure hope they get into a war
Send me
with
abroad.
Can I be of service?
the French very, very soon.
The ship, sire.
Well, they'll need something to go and do. Alright, so we're actually very happy.
My king. March.
Much.
That'll do him today, sire.
Yep, probably just going to be a battle against the rebels in this one. Ah, thank you. Thank you, nobles.
Aye.
Most generous of you. Portugal's a tough campaign,
Fleet ready.
generally.
Heading ashore, sire.
Right, you need to find Paris, which should be
Of course, sire. Yes, sire.
somewhere around here.
Of course, sire.
There you are.
His journey is over.
Oh,
sire.
come on, he's literally
Okay.
one tile away. Ooh, there's an Imperial Princess though.
For the Highlands.
You go and talk to her.
This lass needs her rest.
Aye, Captain.
Hey, Captain.
Aye, sire.
Right, go and see what's up in Ireland.
Dropping anchor until the morrow, sire. Aye. Onward.
Can't get an extra diplomat though.
Yes, my king. They won't ken them there, sire.
Yeah, they've got a lot more troops. Levy archers, regular archers, hobblers, healers.
On my way.
So many troops. Yeah, easily outproducing.
Continue, Your Highness. Godspeed. Time for a prayer. A rest.
Alright, 2 more turns.
Combining the armies, sire.
As long as the English don't come for us too soon, we'll be alright. Yeah, we can do that.
A blessing to you, sire. Not possible, sire. I'll raise the troops' spirit, sire.
You do that, mate.
At your service. Quiet as a mouse now. Aye, Lord.
Right, I'm going to get another unit in there. 2.
Aye.
Hopefully that'll discourage the English. Right,
We cannot sail further today.
and they've got a fair garrison in there. They do have a port already, so that's beneficial.
Aye, my king.
What may this Fräulein do for you, my
Uh-huh,
noble?
faction leader. They're going to go for it, aren't they?
Do you think this Fräulein doesn't realize this is extortion? Very good.
Uh-huh,
What else do you have to
we
suggest?
can double marry them.
I doubt the Kaiser will be happy. Another proposition for the Reich?
Yeah,
Nine. Is there something else?
Right,
you wish
they'll
to
probably-
propose? Yeah?
reject it completely this time.
Forget this
Yep,
idea.
not
This
interested.
meeting was disappointing.
Fine, fine.
Happily, sire.
Right, hopefully we can get an alliance there.
Talk to us about, Signor. Very très bien. What else do you have to suggest?
Uh-huh,
Fair enough.
accepted.
Accept your you have further proposals for us then?
He's actually quite good.
A very reasonable
Right.
proposal. Très bien. We shall speak
Now,
again.
let's get him up to Denmark,
Yes, sire. Of course.
so we can get an alliance up there. If we bump into the Holy Roman Empire, we'll try for another marriage alliance. I would prefer to get a marriage alliance with Denmark or somebody else. We got 2 units of cogs, which we have absolutely no use for
Aye.
at the moment.
Fleet ready.
Got rid of them. 14,500 in our treasury. So we just got an alliance with 2 of the, well, probably the 2 most powerful Western European factions. Right, I'm going to drop that down, and I'm going to drop that down, and we'll still be making money, and I'm going to have the battle here, and we'll just make this one a little longer.
Yes, my king.
Right. So we've got an alliance with the English. If they go to war with the Scots, hopefully they'll wait a few turns so we can get Carnarvon and Dublin. And then if they go to war with the French, we'll side with the French against them. Now, if we were playing vanilla Medieval 2, I would say that the Turks were one of the strongest factions in it, especially if you play as Legend of Total War plays. But actually, in Stainless Steel, the Turks don't seem to be as tough. It doesn't mean you can't win with them. It doesn't mean you can't win fairly easily, depending on how good you are. But I would say generally, they feel weaker in Stainless Steel than they do in vanilla. Right, so we outnumber them, but they can, again, put down stakes, and we only have 2 cavalry. But we do have 5 of our own archers. Right, how good are those? 2, 5 and 1. Right. For the glory of Scotland! I was watching some, re-watching Blackadder. For those of you who don't know who Blackadder is, if you know who Mr. Bean is, that's the actor. Long before he was Mr. Bean, he was famous as the Blackadder. And I started re-watching that from episode 1 the other week. And of course, they had the same kind of uniforms, fashion that we just saw in that loading screen. Alright, so they're not going to deploy stakes. Now there is a mod or two where they can actually deploy stakes after you start the battle. I don't know how they managed to get that going, but that's an unpleasant surprise when they do that to you. Now I do have the actual shadows turned on, which I very rarely do. Get stuck in. Right. You get in a position where you can charge. You rabble. Oh, those are the Highlanders. Ah, that's going to be a pathetic little charge from them. Right. Don't normally like to charge into spearmen with cavalry, but we might be able to break those.
The battle is very much in our
They
favor.
are shaken.
We remain true and steadfast. Victory will be ours.
Yep, we did break them. Get away from there. Oh great, the neighbours' dogs are barking again. I look forward to the day when we can have double glazing. Oh, there's more spearmen there. Try to kill off some of those.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have
Right,
lost half their
my
men.
light cavalry isn't doing too badly. They've only lost 3 men. No, we broke those, and those,
The
and
enemy
those.
general has no honor. He
Alright,
flees the field of battle in a
this
band
one's
of
still
despair.
holding out. Right, that's gonna. I wonder how old my general is. My king. He's not that old, was he? In the when we looked in the family tree. So he should probably become quite powerful, I think, as we've got him out there leading the battle, leading the charge, so to speak. Go on. Get inside. Burning those alive. If you had a choice between being burnt alive or drawn and quarter, like what they did to, what was it, William Wallace? What would you choose?
By St. Andrew, our men have taken control.
By St. Andrew. Yeah, Scotland has a new First Minister, or they will have a new First Minister very, very soon, if they don't already. And their previous, long-serving one, Nicola Sturgeon, almost said Surgeon, she's resigned. I think she's been First Minister for 8 years. Wasn't Alex Salmond also First Minister? Or was he the head of the Scottish Nationalist Party? Can't quite remember. Oh, there is actually someone still left. Go and claim the town centre. As we continue to burn these people alive.
Our men are in control of the castle.
And so they should be.
Good tidings.
I'm sure the Welsh will be happy with that outcome.
Set the cart to hell.
If you were Welsh, would you rather be conquered by the Scots or the English? And those are the two options. So no, you can't have your freedom.
Look how cowardly. This is a clear victory that goes.
Therefore, gird yourselves manfully and take up joyful arms for the name of Christ.
To the Highlands.
Yeah, you're not in the Highlands now, although there are mountains in Wales. Worth some good money. Yeah, it's a wooden castle, but it does have a bowyer. So that's better than nothing. A gift from the Pope. Well, that's better than having to give money to the Pope. Right, keep on heading up here. You go and find Milan, because Milan normally expands quite rapidly. Right, we got that guy there. So, are we going to keep it? I mean, we can literally get one unit. And again, it would cost us 4,000 to get rid of it. Currently, we don't have any archers. I mean, that's also a castle, but it's obviously got more buildings. One of those is probably a road. They don't have a port. Yeah, it's got to be a road. Dirt road. Could be infantry, cavalry and archers there. Right, I would love to capture Nottingham. That would definitely hurt the English because their only other castle is over at Caen. Is Caen right? Yes. No. We have Winchester. Possibly with the same number of buildings. Yeah, that's the problem. They can outproduce us at the moment. I think we are going to have to keep it. And I think we are going to have to... That's only going to give us Highland rabble. Seriously, we don't even get cavalry from that one? It does give us 2 units of cavalry. We can't afford it. Because we do want to go over and invade Ireland. Currently we can see that they've got half stack, including heavy infantry. But we took out this settlement rather quickly. Did he even upgrade or rank up to command? But he's got a lot of authority and piety. I don't think he did he? Right. I think we'll call that an end for the very first episode, because that blasted dog is barking. So if you've watched this far, thank you very much. Hopefully you'll pop in for episode 2. We'll try to take Ireland, but we may get into a very early war with the English. But we will be taking out the English. So if you hate the English as much as I do, call me a traitor, then you'll definitely want to come back and view later episodes.